Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something we all use every single day, the calendar invite. But what if I told you it's being totally reinvented? We're talking about turning a boring, static notification into a seriously powerful, dynamic communication tool.
Think about it. The last time you sent an event invite, you write it all up, you add your guests, you hit send, and then what? You just kind of cross your fingers and hope people show up, right? It's like you're just shouting into the void, sending a message in a bottle out into the digital ocean.
Well, what if we could change that? There's a new approach that turns that one-way street into a full-blown, two-way conversation. We're moving away from this old world of manual updates and getting absolutely no data back, and into a new one with live analytics and slick automation. And it all kicks off with something called a calendar invite server.
All right, let's get into the nuts and bolts of how this actually works. And you know the most surprising thing? It's how incredibly simple it is for the organizer to get started. You don't need some brand new platform or a super complicated workflow to learn. It's literally a workflow you already do every day. The organizer just opens up their Google or Outlook calendar, creates a meeting just like they always do, but here's the trick. They make one tiny change. They just add one special email address to the guest list. That's it. They hit send, and that's when the magic really starts to happen.
So, once that invite is sent with that special address, it doesn't just disappear into the ether. Nope. It gets intercepted and enters this server pipeline. And this is where the real transformation happens. This is where a plain old invite gets turned into a smart, trackable asset.
So the server grabs that invite, and it's like a little deconstruction crew. It pulls apart all the data, the time, the date, the location, the description, everything. And then it does something brilliant. It generates a unique API code just for that one event. And this code? Well, this code is the key that unlocks absolutely everything else.
And get this, the source material itself calls this code its secret sauce. And you know what? For good reason. This tiny little piece of code is the magic ingredient, the real IP that turns a static, boring calendar entry into a living, breathing object that can be tracked and updated no matter where it gets shared.
Okay, so here's the crucial part. This API code means the calendar event isn't stuck in an email inbox anymore. It could be embedded and shared, well, just about anywhere. It becomes this portable, interactive piece of content you can put wherever you want.
So what does that look like in the real world? Well, you could drop this code right into your email campaigns in MailChimp or HubSpot. Or you could use it to power a whole upcoming events page on your website that, get this, updates automatically. You could even use it as the engine for a custom mobile app. The possibilities are huge.
And if you're wondering about scale, can this handle a lot of events? Well, to give you an idea, this exact technology was used to power a demo with the entire 272-game NFL schedule. Yeah, every single game, all managed through this one calendar server, ready to be zapped out to fans' calendars. Now this next part, this is where the standard old-school invite gets completely left in the dust. Because now, for what feels like the first time ever, the calendar invite can actually talk back to the organizer.
So check out how this feedback loop works. When someone you invited clicks yes, no, or maybe in their own calendar, that click doesn't just vanish. That data is captured. It's like a digital receipt, and it gets sent right back to the organizer's dashboard. So you get live, real-time analytics on who's actually planning to show up.
It's basically like a live circuit that's always on. The system is just constantly listening, always monitoring the status of every single invite out there, so if someone changes their mind and flips from yes to maybe, boom, the system knows about it instantly.
Okay, but what happens when things change? What if the organizer needs to update something after the invite has already been sent to, hundreds or even thousands of people? With a normal invite, that is an absolute nightmare, right? It's just a mess of resending emails and causing total confusion.
But with this system, the whole process is completely automated. All the organizer has to do is go back to that one original event in their own calendar, make the change, maybe update the time or add a new link, and just hit save. The server sees that change and automatically pushes an updated invite to everyone who said yes or maybe. No more manual resends. It's that simple. This completely transforms the invite into a real, honest-to-goodness marketing channel. Think about it. You can send a last-minute promo offer, or maybe some critical secret location details, and send them directly into the calendars of the people who are already engaged, the ones who've already told you they're interested by saying yes or maybe.
So when you put all of these pieces together,
You've got the super simple creation, that secret sauce API code, the live feedback loop, and the automatic updates. What you end up with is something way, way bigger than just a simple notification.
Really, the big takeaway here is a fundamental shift in how we think about this tool. The calendar invite is no longer just a static, dead-end object. It becomes a living, dynamic, data-rich platform for an ongoing conversation between an organizer and their audience.
And it really makes you think, doesn't it? If a tool as simple and basic as the calendar invite can be so completely reinvented into an interactive platform, what other everyday digital tools that we just take for granted are out there, just waiting for their own smart revolution?